Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful has been packed full of action this month, but with all of the mayhem after Luna Nozawa's massacre, viewers seem to have forgotten that Steffy Forrester is still leaving the soap. We know that Jacqueline Missins Wood is currently on maternity leave, and she doesn't have many episodes left to air. But how will the writers address her leaving town? The Bold and the Beautiful actress revealed in March that she was 6 months pregnant. That means that she may have already given birth, or could any day now. General consensus on social media is that Woods has already stopped filming and is currently on maternity leave. But how will the writers explain the actress being off the canvas when there's so much going on right now with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton? A popular B&B theory floating around hinted that Steffy would leave town Liam to get treatment for his tumor. Now that he has been miraculously healed by Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, Liam doesn't have to go anywhere. It's also hard to believe that Steffy would leave Liam's side right now. She has been holding vigil since he was shot. Bold spoilers hint Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, could be leaving town after she and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., split in a couple weeks. Taylor has a habit of running off when Ridge hooks up with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. There's a chance that Taylor leaves and Steffy and the kids tag along with her. But it's still hard to believe that Steffy would leave Liam right now. How do you think the Bold and Beautiful writers will explain Steffy Forrester's absence? Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood, has long been one of the anchors of the Bold and the Beautiful. A fashion-forward powerhouse, a fierce mother, a resilient survivor, and a legacy character with deep roots in both the Forrester and Barone families. If the time has come to write Steffy off, whether for a temporary break, a shocking twist, or a long-term exit, the writers are undoubtedly tasked with crafting a storyline that is worthy of her legacy. But how could Steffy Forrester exit the canvas in a way that's dramatic, emotional, and fitting for her complex character? There are multiple ways her exit could unfold, each packed with secrets, sacrifices, and possible death-defying drama. Below, we explore one powerful and plausible exit storyline in depth, filled with tension, heartbreak, and the rippling consequences it would leave behind. Part I: The Breaking Point. The tension between Steffy and Finn has been steadily rising. While they once had a marriage that seemed unshakable, Luna's appearance and the reemergence of Sheila Carter have pushed Steffy to her limits. After Luna's death, a tragedy shrouded in mystery and speculation, Finn spiraled into grief. Instead of leaning on his wife, he blamed her for rejecting Luna and creating the emotional storm that contributed to her downfall. Steffy, burdened with guilt and emotionally wrecked by Finn's accusations, begins pulling away. She feels like an outsider in her own marriage. The place that was once her safe haven now feels like a battleground. Ridge urges her to fight for her family, but Taylor, surprisingly, advises her to protect her peace, even if that means walking away. Taylor knows too well what it's like to be caught in a cycle of emotional manipulation. But Steffy doesn't want to abandon Finn, nor does she want to stay in a home where she's constantly blamed. The final straw comes when Sheila Carter, Finn's biological mother, makes a public declaration. "I lost a granddaughter, and my son lost a wife the day Steffy turned her heart cold." Steffy slaps Sheila across the face, but she knows deep down, Sheila's right about one thing: she's no longer herself. The once strong CEO, doting mother, and passionate lover has become bitter, reclusive, and resentful. It's time for a change. A real one. Part 2: A Dangerous Opportunity. Meanwhile, Forrester Creations is launching an ambitious expansion into Europe. Thomas, having recently returned to the fold, encourages Steffy to take the lead. "Get away," he tells her. "Not because you're running, but because you need space to remember who you are." Hope agrees, surprisingly. Though their rivalry has always been fierce, Hope sees how broken Steffy has become. "We fight a lot," Hope says softly. "But I've always admired how you rise. Go, find that fire again. Eric, still recovering from his own health scare, gives Steffy his blessing. Take the Forrester name and light up Europe with it. The idea? A new couture line based in Paris. One that's not just about fashion, but reinvention. A symbol of Steffy's personal rebirth. She'll take Kelly with her, leaving Hayes behind with Finn for now, to avoid disruption. But as Steffy prepares to leave Los Angeles, the universe throws one more bombshell in her path. Part I. The Secret and the Sacrifice. Just days before her departure, Steffy receives an anonymous email. It contains a chilling video. Luna's final moments. The footage shows someone tampering with Luna's car. It's grainy, but the person appears to be Lee Finnegan. Shocked, Steffy doesn't know what to do. If she exposes this, she could rip Finn's entire world apart. Not just professionally, but emotionally. And yet, Luna deserves justice. The video also shows Luna leaving a final voicemail to Finn, confessing that she was investigating Leigh's questionable financial dealings at the hospital. Leigh may have had a motive to silence her. Steffy confronts Leigh quietly. "I know," she says. Leigh doesn't deny it. Instead, she warns Steffy, "If you go to Finn, I will destroy everything you love, including Hayes." Steffy realizes the horrifying choice before her. Uncover the truth and potentially plunge Finn into more grief, or protect him, their son, and the fragile balance left of their family. Ultimately, she chooses to protect. She keeps the secret, but leaves town with a heavy heart and a message for Finn: "You won't understand why I'm leaving. Maybe one day you will. I loved you more than you ever knew. But loving you meant knowing when to walk away." Part IV. An emotional farewell. The farewell scenes are sweeping and tear-soaked. Steffy hugs Ridge, whispering, "Be happy," even if it's with Brooke. She embraces Taylor, saying, "You taught me strength, now I'll use it." She says a surprisingly tender goodbye to Hope, even calling her "my eternal rival" and "my unexpected sister." Thomas walks her to the airport with Kelly, the two siblings sharing a silent understanding that no matter what comes next, they'll always be each other's backbone. As the jet takes off, a tear escapes Steffy's eye. She looks out the window, not knowing what awaits her in Paris. But she feels lighter, free, maybe for the first time in a long time. Part V. Aftershocks in Los Angeles. Her departure rocks Los Angeles. Finn is devastated, angry, and confused. He begs Ridge for answers, but Ridge just shakes his head. "She needed peace, son, and maybe you couldn't give it to her anymore." Shayla revels in her absence for about a day. But then she begins to suspect that Steffy knew something. She tries pressuring Leigh, but Leigh remains stoic. Still, Sheila isn't easily fooled. Brooke finds herself unexpectedly emotional about Steffy's exit. "She's been the heart of Forrester for years," she says. "I don't know if this company can stand without her." Even Hope feels the shift. For all their battles, Steffy's absence is a void, a missing link in the never-ending fashion war that once defined them both. Part VI. Seeds for Return. Of course, in true bold and the beautiful fashion, an exit never means forever. While Steffy may be gone from the screen, the writers cleverly plant seeds for her future return. Thomas receives encrypted texts from Steffy, suggesting she's discovered something troubling in Paris, involving an international buyer with connections to Luna's former pharmaceutical internship. A Parisian detective, romantically intrigued by Steffy, starts poking around into Luna's case. He's suspicious of an overseas fund tied to Lee Finnegan's name. He's smart, mysterious, and clearly growing close to Steffy. Meanwhile, Finn becomes obsessed with the mystery of her departure. He finds her old laptop and breaks through a password-encrypted file. Inside, he discovers the same footage Steffy once received, the proof that someone tampered with Luna's car. He also finds a journal entry. He doesn't deserve this pain. But he deserves the truth one day. "If I'm not the one to tell him, I pray someone else does." Finn's hands shake. "What did you do, Steffy?" And just like that, The next chapter begins. Why this exit works. This storyline gives Steffy a heroic, self-sacrificing send-off, while simultaneously leaving the door wide open for her return. It preserves her strength. She doesn't leave because she's weak. She leaves because she's strong enough to walk away from pain and protect others. It deepens the mystery. By tying her exit to Luna's death and Lai's potential involvement, it adds layers of intrigue and suspense. It sets up a future return. Whether for revenge, redemption, or love, Steffy's next act is already in motion, even off-screen. It impacts the canvas. Her absence shakes every major character. That's what a true legacy character does. Even in leaving, she shifts the narrative. Final scene, the postcard. The episode ends on a quiet, poignant moment. At the Forrester estate, Finn walks to the mailbox. Among the bills and flyers, there's a single postcard. It's from Paris. On the front, the Eiffel Tower glows under the stars. On the back, just one sentence. I'm finding my peace. I hope you find yours too. As he holds it close to his chest. Come home to me, he whispers. And the screen fades to black. Conclusion. If the bold and the beautiful is truly preparing to write Steffy Forrester off the canvas, the exit must be as bold, beautiful, and bittersweet as the character herself. Through emotional sacrifice, explosive secrets, and a deeply personal journey of rediscovery, Steffy's send-off could become one of the most memorable in the show's history. Because no matter how far she goes, Steffy Forrester always comes back. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.